4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, welcome to Compton's Shenanigans. As you saw in the reenactment, that something funky was going on with that air conditioner, and so something had to be done, and that was last year. I smelled it smelled like feet out of the air conditioner. So I knew. It was towards the end of the season then, and it needed to be cleaned before it was installed this year. I let it kind of sit all winter. Didn't want to I didn't want to tear it apart, clean it, and let it sit all winter. So in this video, I'm going to be tearing apart this air conditioner, and I'm going to be cleaning it.
Make it work! Sure. Put it in here. Just wrap it.
I know, exciting. But if you notice your air conditioner has a smell to it, it's more likely caused from one of two things, at least in this air conditioner's instance. One is it's in a humid environment. Like, this room is beside a bathroom, and there's no door in between these rooms. That moisture from the shower coming into the room. Now, we don't vent it as much as we should. Then you get some mold mildew build up behind the, I believe it's a condenser in the front on the styrofoam. That's where I believe it was. I cleaned it, I bleached it, I did a lot to it to try to, fix it. But it needed torn apart. And I figured it'd take you along. Second reason, before I forget, that it might smell strange is that if it's got an eco mode or whatever, power saver mode, and it never really shuts off, it just kind of kicks on, kicks off, kicks on, kicks off, kicks on, kicks off, kicks on, kicks off, and it never really shuts down and just running the fan, then it will build up all of this moisture and keep it in the bottom tray of the air conditioner, and it will eventually mold and mildew. That's what I cleaned last year, hoping to get rid of the smell, and you can clean it from kind of outside the house. I used bleach and water, and I even drilled an extra pilot hole or drainage hole so stuff would drain out. And yeah, it really didn't fix the problem. It still smelled kind of funky. Yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, to give you guys a heads up on what I found in here so far. That is a possible mold or mildew of some sort, so that's probably one of the places the smell is coming from. There's a bunch of crusty stuff in the bottom there, all the way through the back. This thing has not been cleaned in a while. Interesting note though, as I'm tearing it apart, I noticed this, which means more than likely it uses propane as a refrigerant. You know, which is okay, it works, but you know, it is explosive. It's a lot more environmentally friendly if something were to happen. But alright, I think we're going to take the hose to it, because I don't want to take everything off the bottom. But I'll clean it the best I can. Use the hose and some bleach water, scrub a little bit, just clean it up. So I let it dry in the sun for the majority of the rest of the day, and then I put it back together and I let it sit for about 3 or 4 days before installing it into the window. And then I ran it with fan only on for about a day or two to make sure everything was nice and dry before I turned the thing back on to, the actual cooling part of it. And I'm gonna tell you now, no smell. The thing is clean. It's definitely clean. And as extra added, measure, I took some CLR anti-mold mildew foaming, whatever, and sprayed it along the inside where that red kind of mildew had built up. That way it gives it a little extra layer of defense against that. I don't know if spraying it in there and leaving it in there is going to actually make any difference at all. But I guess if it starts smelling weird within the next couple years, then it's the same thing. I know what to do, tear it apart. I know where all the screws are. It's not a big deal. But, if you have a stinky air conditioner, a funky air conditioner, then this is how you fix it. It's a lot cheaper than buying a new one. It only takes about an hour of your day. Give a shout out to the patrons who are contributing to the channel. Thank you so much. Bigger projects are coming, thanks to you guys. Got other things in the can. Working on a lot of projects right now. So thank you, everyone. And with that, I will see you in the next video. So keep watching, like, subscribe, tell somebody, contribute to the Patreon page, for bigger projects. I can't tell you how much I appreciate even like a video with 1 or 2 views. Like, thank you for tuning in. Everybody's important. Thank you so much for it. With that, thanks for watching, and again, like, subscribe, comment, share, tell somebody. Catch you in the next one.